Colts work out another day, another practice, and we got a little bit of a dust-up between Rodney McLeod and Michael Pittman. Pittman took umbrage at something Rodney McLeod did, and they threw hands a little bit, and that's what happens at camp. People get a little bit short-tempered. Nothing wrong with that. Frank Reich talked about that and more as we caught up with the coach.
Okay, good day today. Really, we're getting the tempo and the competitiveness that we want, but still being smart. So, had a little short yardage work today, so that's always good. We're hitting all the situational stuff. We hit, like the third normal situations. Red zone today was short yardage. So, good time for training camp to get all these situations, get our inventory down, get the details worked out, execution. So things are going well.
Frank, Pittman and McLeod got into it for just a second. Not the first time Pittman's gotten into it. Obviously, that's part of the reason he's such a good player. He plays with an edge. And you had to talk with him, and you have to pull him aside at some point.
Yeah, no, we don't. We definitely don't encourage. We definitely encourage playing with an edge, as you said, Zach. We want, and that's part of what makes Pitt. But we don't want to cross that line, especially with our own teammates. We don't want to hurt our team. So, those are things that we just deal with as they come up. And our guys are pretty mature and know how to handle that stuff. So, we'll just kind of move on from it.
Frank, in the spring, it seemed like Kylan kind of struggled with the drops when we were out there for a few of those days. It looked like he had a nice day today. How have you seen him bounce back?
Yeah, no, he's had a really good camp. Did you see we put him at fullback at one time and he busted that one up the middle?
No.
Oh, he's gonna be out of control now.
I was gonna say he's gonna be tripping.
I said, don't worry. We're not putting you a tailback. That was just kind of a whim. We just did that for fun. But no, he's having a good camp and looked good today for sure.
Yannick seems like he's had a number of plays where he's almost blown it up just right from the start because of his get off.
Yeah, he's got such good get off. He's explosive. He's really smart. Like he's just really smart. He understands the game. He understands what offenses are trying to do. He's good situationally. And more than that, what I'm coming to appreciate about Yannick more and more is really what a leader this guy is. He's really he's going to put up great individual performance and production, but ultimately it's about the team. And I really believe that he's going to be a great fit for us, going forward. Really excited about Yannick.
When you're a rookie, go ahead, John.
Did you get a read on Raimann, how he's sort of assimilated?
Yeah, he's assimilated well. Moves very well, kind of fits in with the group. Moving him around just a little bit, but he's handling that well. Smart guy, he has a lot of energy out there in the field. He finishes well, bends well, so he's making really good progress.
You mentioned how, looking at the way it's worked out, that Pierce has gotten to work against Gilmore a lot. Your positional work, Raimann's got a lot of work within Ngakoue.
Yeah.
Only makes you better.
That's it, and that's what. Who was I talking to the other? Talking to one of our guys the other day about it. I was talking to Pryor too, because he's getting a lot of work against Yannick as well, here and there. So that's what it's all about. That's what we want. That's what we're trying to develop in this camp, to really challenge each other in our one-on-one matchups. That's just critical to the development, not only of the player, but of the team. It develops a mentality when you get that going across the board. And that's the atmosphere we're trying to create.
When you're a rookie receiver like Pierce, who's been with the ones for most of it, what are the things that hit you hardest? Coming from college and then seeing.
Yeah, just some of the details. Just making sure we're on the details of splits and spacing, little technique things. But he's really picking it up well. As we know, he's a really smart guy. But it's just the first 5 days are really the first, including tonight. So the first 6 days are really kind of heavy install. It's a lot of plays. That's by design. It's on purpose. But he's doing an excellent job with it. But there's always things to clean up. He's very mature and very smart and a great work ethic. So that's a good combination.
He wrapped up in 3 years. Was that a bullet point when you were looking at him pre-draft?
Yeah, you guys know. We really like smart receivers and smart skill guys, because we're going to move everybody around and we want to be multiple, and we just can't have any weak links. So he's really smart, but really, like, our group as a whole is really smart. I've been on a lot of skill groups. This skill group right here, I appreciate Chris, because we just make that a priority. We want guys with a lot of skill and speed and strength and big size, but you got to be smart. And just because I grew up under Marv Levy, and he used to always say, smart players with good work ethic just always find ways to keep getting better and better. It's not just knowing what to do, but it's trying to figure out how to get better, how to pay attention to the details. So that's a little bit of the formula for a lot of different reasons.
Is there an update on Leonard as far as when he might be back or not?
No, I mean, he's doing great. He's really been into it, out on the field, staying locked into what we're doing schematically, really staying in tune with the team and the guys and everything. And, I know he's continuing good rehab, having progress, but we're still not in that mode. I don't think it's imminent, but I think he's making progress.
It's right, these guardian caps and players are wearing, obviously it's an NFL safety thing. Do they have to get used to it? I imagine in close quarters, it's just moving ahead.
Yeah, I think they've gotten used to it. I think it took a couple days, but I think most of them have gotten used to it. There's a couple I can see sometimes it's a little loose fit, and the guy's running around and kind of falls down a little bit, and it's like, oh, I wonder if that distracted him. But for the most part, it looks pretty seamless, and I think it's getting the job done.
Right now, full weekend of camp. What changes in week 2 for you?
We got everything in. Now we're going back and rerunning stuff we've installed. Fine tuning, eliminating things. Sat with Matt last night for a long time. Kind of an unscripted meeting. Him just coming up and us talking. After being through a bunch of stuff, what he really likes. What we got to evaluate. Do we want to just kind of push that off to the side? So now that we get into the next week, we put all this stuff in the first 6 installs, and a little bit in the 7th. And now it's like, okay, as a coaching staff, as leaders on the team offensively and defensively, let's really hone in on our core and iron out the final details to get ready for that first game.
Okay, we're going to go one more, George Bremer.
Coach, that last catch by Ashton over Isaiah, is that just another example of how his confidence is growing?
Yeah, I mean, Ashton is really the whole group, but Ashton has continued to make play after play, doing everything we ask, being good in the pass game, good in the run game, hand it to him when running. He's a dynamic player. He's strong. He can do it all. I mean, like I said, we got a great group there, and I'm really excited about that.
Okay, thanks guys.
That's Frank Reich. It's a long camp, man. These guys are out here for the next couple of weeks, more than 2 weeks, and stuff's going to happen. You're going to have the occasional flare-up. We're going to see it when the Lions visit prior to their preseason game here in Indianapolis. They're going to come out here for 2 joint practices, and there will be dust-ups between Dan Campbell's Lions and Frank Reich's Colts, despite the fact that Frank Reich would rather see none of it.